deadly nightshade and grotesque smiles, our circle of horror honeys will make you bow. With every show and post, our fan base will grow. Come one, come all, and join the show. And with everyone's dissolution, we will cut the crown. We shall waltz around with me and Mina singing a song. And don't forget the ghost in the corner, Bathsheba. And sitting at the table of terror, we got Dame Saturday and Mary P. sitting around. Now don't be mistaken on who has the crown. Come one, come all to the show of ages. Their time is now. With every word a chill runs down, scarier than a shed full of tools, with people being fools, as if the moon was red and a vampiric masquerade was full of dread. The Horror Honeyz are not to fret. They can bring a showstopper full of wonder, like a pirate's plunder. Every word captivating. It gotta make you ponder why it fills you with such fright. With all of the Horror Honeyz waltzing through the night.
Hello, lovelies. Hello, hello, and welcome to the Horror Honeyz. Oh,
they're here.
We have ourselves a little bit of information that we want to spread onto you. Because our knowing, we must spread our knowledge so that you may live. Okay, that was over exaggerated just a little bit, but do you feel that you are down on the luck? That you could use a little extra cash? Yes. I'm sorry, but I can't relate because I have so much money that I wipe my... Okay, we're not going there. I'm just saying, we sometimes need a little help. When we financially cannot afford, we need a little help. Can we combat this? Yes, we can. Why not try hanging up some wind chimes? Wind chimes, you say? Will wind chimes help me become more profitable in my life? Well, this is why you're tuning in, because we're on time. No, don't go over to your neighbors and steal their wind chimes. Get your own. Hang them up on your house. Because...
Oh, damn, you caught me.
Because everybody knows in order to get lucky, you need a little penis. I mean, what?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We weren't going there that early.
Oh, we did. Oh, okay, so, yes, people, phallus is so much a lucky thing. Just look at ancient Rome. Yes, ancient Rome, people, they knew what they were doing. Okay, so maybe they might have exacted some revenge and destroyed Pompeii and all that stuff, but we're not going to go into that because that's not the subject of today. Put up them wind chimes, because back in Rome, that's what they did. Because everybody knows, like I said, the phallus is a very strong symbol.
So we're gonna make a big old new meaning to ding-a-ling-ling-ling?
Oh yes, we're gonna ring them bells. Ooh, baby, yeah, I'm liking where this show is going today. So, what do we have in store today? Yes, we have a show about superstitions, how they have intertwined themselves in our culture and in traditions, and we don't even know how bad it really is. What on earth is going on? I mean, for real, people, what's going on? We've got things that we do today that we can't even fathom where they come from, the backstories, the backdrops of all these things. But we're going to cover them today, and they're fun. Yes, wind chimes,
We're going to
baby.
try at least.
Yes. So let's, without further ado, get on with the show. But first, I want to say we have with us to spread the knowledge of the phallus, delectable, delicious Dame Saturday. Please grace us with your presence.
Hi, how's everybody doing today, my lovely Jedi's? And also, I should know about the phalluses because I'm all too familiar with rigor mortis and other areas. And they like to go peekaboo-boo, and I can't do it alone with my lovely undead ballerina, Yamina.
Hello, beautiful hauntlings. How are all my beautiful hauntlings today?
Oh, you already know.
Yeah, we are, yes, talking about superstitions. And there's a lot of, you know what? Superstitions, I remember my mom said, you don't be superstitious because we believe in God. But there's a lot of superstitions that we adhere to that we don't even think about. So we've also got a wonderful, and she disappeared again off my screen, but I love her eyes today. Ladies and gentlemen, the honey of 1,000 creepypastas, Ben Sheba.
Mwah. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Love you.
Check out her eyes, guys. Check out her eyes.
You know,
I know it's an eye photo, and it's because of a costume failure, but it's gorgeous.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, you know, I could not get the other one. There's something on it. I don't know if it's pear or something. I'm like, not before Halloween. Are you kidding me? No. I get my contacts from Poland, and it takes for freaking ever to get here, but they're cheap, so, and comfortable. I like them. I like them a lot. But yeah,
Okay, so our question of the day. Our question of the day is: what superstitions do you follow that you know of? That you know of?
What did you grow up with hearing?
Yeah, and also we have some foreign fans. Please enlighten us. What are some superstitions from your home world?
Yes, please. We want to know. But first, remember to like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. And if you want to join the channel, that little join button's right down there underneath the like button, which is right next to the subscribe button as well. I noticed 40 minutes before the show started, we had one Roman vote of approval. 40 minutes before the show started. It's not there anymore, but it was there 40 minutes before the show started. And I'm going, somebody went into the future and watched the show, and they gave us a Roman vote of approval.
Suki just expressed herself how she felt about that. We don't need to see that bubblegum. We don't need to see that bubblegum shot.
No.
No.
Okay.
We don't want to hear it.
No. Okay, so before we get into our topic, let's see who's in the chat.
Oh, who knows?
We have Moist Goblin, the amazing what the fuck.
Moist.
Oh.
Why didn't the first time?
I hate that word so much. Oh my god.
Yeah, that
The
word's
first
tainted
time-
now.
The first time I ever heard moist being even considered a bad word was when I was watching Dead Like Me.
Mm-hmm.
And the mother in that one couldn't stand the word moist, and she loved torturing her mother with that. These mashed potatoes are so moist. This cake is so moist. Could I have another piece of moist cake?
Or moist towelettes.
Moist. We also have Fear the Great White. Dun 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 dun.
Hi.
Yikes.
Oh.
We have Xavier. Hello, Xavier.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
We have, not seen in quite a while, Mutant Artificial Intelligence.
Hi. Thanks for coming back.
I think we're kind of related somehow
missed
because
you.
the letters were switched around from my name, and yeah. Of course, I keep having people saying they're MIA, and I keep saying, "How are you, me?"
I always think that every single time I put that, I'm just like Mia. I'm Mia. Sorry, I've been Mia. I'm yeah.
We have Sabian Cleaving Thought from Bone.
Hello, Sabian.
I just got his latest book. In this week.
Yay!
If you haven't got it, it's his new Halloween book. Go get it.
Ooh.
And we have Flawless Goddess.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
My squishy.
Breaking Mirrors. Yes, Breaking Mirrors is one, and we're going to talk about that one.
Personal story.
I know how to counteract that.
Oh, do you?
And we do.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that too, probably.
Good.
I know a simple way. If you break a mirror and you want to avoid bad luck, what do? Is you get the shards and then you expose it to fire until it's completely black. Or get a torch if you can and do it that way. And then when the whole entire glass is black, that means that the curse is neutralized.
Cool.
See, that's convenient because I have a fireplace right here. Problem is, I cannot get it to stay lit today. So, odds are against me. Lord knows I've got like a lifetime of broken mirrors to deal with.
Stepping on the Cracks,
Yeah.
MAI, yes.
Mhm.
That is when we actually have information on that one too today.
Yes.
Pam Smith, hi.
Hello, Pam.
Hello, hi Penny.
And of course, obviously, we have Dezombified, who is making sure that we are on the air.
Yes.
Thank you.
Suki, this is not TikTok, okay? Not TikTok. This is YouTube. Shut up.
Oh,
Just shut up.
man.
Shut up. Okay.
I want attention.
I know, right?
I want attention. I want my ear scratched.
I had a friend, and she lives in England. She's an American that married an Englishman, and she now lives in England. But she took her animals with her, and he has animals, so yeah. But Mortimer was a cat that was born underneath her bed when she lived in Tennessee. And she took Mortimer with her when she went to England and was living in England. And he died last year.
Aww.
But Mortimer would get into our conversations going, and it's like, have you fed him today? Yes, I fed him 10 minutes ago, and he ate all of it. Does he want? No, he doesn't want that. Is he looking for? No, he's just sitting there. he wants to talk to all of us. That's all.
Yeah.
And hello, Joker's Demise. Yes, it is your harpies of horror. We are missing
Mr. J. Mr. J.
We are
Hi,
missing
Mr.
Mary today. She
Yes.
is otherwise
MIA.
engaged.
She's
How is
Mia
she
today.
me?
She's Mia. She can do anything. Mary is unbelievably just awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, she creates miracles in her own way.
Yes.
They're not
Yes, she
gonna catch
does.
us.
Yes.
We're on a mission from God.
Yes. Yes.
So, as as in realities in perspective, hey, everybody's walking in the door right now. Again, I'm going to repeat our our question of the day is, what superstitions do you know that you have or that you have heard in your lifetime?
Something that you grew up with.
Yeah.
Here.
So, wind chimes, or I'm going to murder this. Tintabulums.
I love wind chimes. Well,
Which were in ancient Rome. The ancient Romans were staunch believer in the power of amulets, pendants, and other good luck charms. A few talismans are usually used as tintabulums, which are wind chimes.
yes.
They are typically featured in a collection of bells surrounding bronze carvings of a winged phallus. Yes, I said the phallus word. When hung from a doorway
Whoa. What are you trying to say? A winged penis? Is that what you're saying? A winged penis? Oh.
My only question there is, are the wings where? Never mind.
You know what? You just reminded me of a really funny poem. It's from an old movie called Leprechaun.
Oh,
Number
God.
3 is like, there was an old man from Matras whose balls were made of fine brass. So in stormy weather, they both clanged together, and sparks flew out of his ass.
Yes. Oh, God. Oh, that movie, I tell you. Oh, boy.
Warwick Davison was awesome.
Yeah, that was actually the first movie that what's her name? Jennifer Aniston was in.
Oh, that's right. She was, wasn't it? That's right.
And by the way, no, that was actually number 3.
I thought she was in 1.
That was from number 3. But anyway, how they depicted the leprechaun wasn't just their own interpretation. And also same thing with the luck and such. That's actually from real Irish folklore. So
yeah,
it was actually a lot more accurate in that
Red
movie than it is as opposed to kids' cartoons nowadays.
Oh my gosh, Fear, that's a good one. Red Bull, it gives your penis wings. You're right, Joker's Demise. So they would put this wind chime outside their doors or windows to rustle in the breeze and bring good fortune to their households and ward off bad spirits. It wasn't the only Roman trinket to feature the winged phallus or Fascius, Fascinus. The design was a reoccurring motif in Roman art. If you look at pictures of Pompeii,
yes, they were everywhere. No lie.
They also believed that they would ward against the evil eye. According to ancient writer Marcus Terrius Varro, Roman boys were even known to wear them under their necks to protect them from harm coming their way. Now this bothers me. You got little boys running around with winged penises on their necks.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This goes to something I have never.
I think
it
it's
is
probably part
against-
of the immature humor that has perpetuated over the millennia. So, you know, some people get revolted about that sort of thing, about like, who taught these little boys to, you know, act the way they do. But actually, that practice is actually far older than we thought.
Yeah, but you know, you mentioned the evil eye, right? Okay, so like the evil eye, okay, that's been based on a lot of European.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've got-
it's pretty much everywhere. I mean, not only did they have apparently winged penises with the evil eye, or whatever the fashion statement was back then, even their boats. You look at the boats; they had eyes on the front of them. Yeah, and
the thing is that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. You go.
Well, wind chimes, in Chinese practices, you could put them inside your house to convey good luck in different positions in the house to clean out the house of bad energies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the evil eye on the boats. And where did I have the evil eye link, guys?
I actually applied that to my own fashions before, and I've done an experiment with the, you know, the eye for omen itself.
Yeah.
The whole entire symbol about that is that some people like to look at me funny because people know I'm alternative and I dress in odd ways. People like to stare. So what I had done to ward off bad luck and to make them stop staring was I actually made a necklace that looks like a pixelated eye out of perler beads. I melted those together, and I, you know, pretty much created my own little pendant. So I made it into a really cool looking necklace, and it glows in the dark. And when I wear it, I have people look away, and like they're being stared at. So, according to Arabic culture, that the way to ward off the evil eye is to stare back.
Yes.
So that's why you have that. You see those symbols.
You're
everywhere.
acknowledging.
So people thinking like, oh, it promotes evil. It's like, no. It wards it off.
Yes. That's why we flash the evil eye.
And my experiment was fun, and I still wear it to this day. And also, you can easily find me in the dark. Because it's glows in the dark.
Multifunctional? Yeah, that works for me. I'm all good. I like that.
Put Mr. J inside your house and he will keep you safe from humans and non-humans alike. You know, the flying phallus on your neck reminds me of the movie Your Highness.
Oh God.
By the way, that movie, there is only one redeeming quality of that movie in my book. It is very bad. It's so bad, it's funny. But there's one redeeming quality to that movie. Natalie Portman's ass for 30 seconds.
There you go. It's all worth it. I mean, what? Oh.
Because he killed a minotaur and he put the penis on a rope around his neck. That was one of the things that he did in this movie, and it's just, the movie is bad, people. I mean, it's like,
okay. So like, guys, don't let it go to your head. Oh my God, man. Don't let it go to your head. This show, do not let it go to your head.
Which one?
Oh, damn! Oh, no! No!
I went there!
Oh, God. Okay. All right. Yeah.
She did it.
Yeah, she did.
I didn't do it. She did it.
Nothing to do with it. Nothing.
Yeah, the only redeeming quality to that movie. Natalie Portman's ass. Yes, it is a type of horn from a minotaur. I'll give you that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so
I know
what is a
the
superstition?
true story behind the Minotaur. It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. Yes.
We actually should do a show on that.
We should.
Superstition.
Yeah.
What is a superstition? A superstition is a noun. Did you know it was a noun?
I did not. Oh, okay. It's a noun. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, it's a notion, a belief or a notion not based in reason or knowledge, in or of an ominous significance of a particular thing, circumstance, occurrence, proceeding, or the like. A system or a collection of such beliefs, a custom or act based on these beliefs, an irrational fear. I don't know that they're all irrational fear. Irrational fear of what is unknown, mysterious, especially in connection with religion, and any blindly accepted belief or notion. So, yeah, that kind of covers what a superstition is.
So basically, if you dumb it down for like stupid people like me, it's a cause and effect thing, and it is definitely got to do with supernatural forces. We need Sam and Dean. I'm just saying. We need Sam and Dean.
Yes.
Or Mackenzie and help me, Sabian. I can't think of the boy's name. Shiloh's kids. If y'all have been watching, his channel, you know that he has a new series that comes after Locust Lake that revolves around Shiloh's two children. Seth, thank you. Mackenzie and Seth. Sam and Dean and Mackenzie and Seth. You need them. So,
yeah. Yes, lots of pudding. Lots of pudding, damn it.
About time.
It's called Confronting Evil, and we were talking about it with Mary last week because she is Mackenzie. Knocking on wood. How many of y'all have knocked on wood?
Just now.
You knock on wood to avoid jinxing yourself at some point without even knowing why. It's a widely known superstition that comes from medieval times, where European churchgoers would touch the wood on the churches, claiming it was from the cross. Touching the wood would supposedly give you a connection to divinity and thus good luck. No, don't knock that wood, Sabian.
Oh! Oh my God. No.
So we talked a little bit about the evil eye. Has anyone ever complimented you for something you own only for later it to be broken or ruined?
Oh. Let me think.
Oh my God, MAI. Oh, mutant.
Oh, Alistair had said something interesting that in his childhood that he had been told by his mother to put salt in his shoes.
Oh.
As a form of protection against bad luck, bullies, or envious people.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna. I hope we're gonna get to salt today.
Yeah. I just had to put that in there. It's like, hey, that's interesting.
Yeah, huh?
I bet your feet smell great after putting salt in your shoes.
Either that or you're gonna end up with jerky. I'm just saying, jerky.
Yeah. Some superstitious folks might say that the evil eye was at work. To guard against such disastrous gazes, people in Turkey or in the Middle East have an amulet called, and I'm not going to pronounce this, Nazir Banguchu. Yeah.
Or you can type it out in the chat box. I think that'd be better.
I'm going to type it in the chat box because I think that's the only way you're going to get. There's the zombified warding off the evil eye.
Yes, steer back.
There we go. There it is. Typically blue and white. Blue is thought to be a ward of the evil eye as well, and resemble the eye themselves. These charms are common sights in Greece, Egypt, Iran, Morocco, Afghanistan, Turkey, of course, among other countries. Hey, that's cool.
Including on my
to know.
necklace.
Yeah.
So especially at this time of year, we hear this. Don't let a black cat cross your path.
Oh my God! Thank God I have a white cat. I'm just saying.
Oh, black cats have always gotten a bad rap. I don't know why. This is not.
I do.
They're just black. I mean, what the fuck? It's a color.
You know, it's funny that whenever I go on a walk, I guess I add the witchy stereotype when I have stray cats actually following me.
Why?
I know why. Exactly know why. Okay, so there are two things, obviously, this could be coming in play with the cat. Now, the first obvious one we'll cover, I guess, it's not necessarily in conjunction to, time frame, but the first most recognized one is the fact that black cats were considered to be familiars of witches. Oh, God, witches! Help, save me, the big bad evil witch is gonna kill me. Oh, God, she has a black cat. I'm dead. No! I know, Suki, right? Yeah, it's just... I know a lot of witches, people. I'm just saying, I know a lot of witches, and they're good people. Regardless.
I know witches that have familiars that are like...
Not cats, yes.
Frogs.
Yeah. Toads, in fact. Toads.
Why are toads not vilified the way the black cat is? I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm going off on tangent.
No, it's not a tangent. It's a good tangent, actually, because it goes back to even a deeper seated fear. Okay, so let's go back to the Middle Ages. All right. Now, we have something really bad that happens in the Middle Ages. Can anyone? I don't know.
The Black Plague.
Yes, Black Plague. Yes. Okay. So, if you look at the origins with the Black Plague, it was transmuted, this disease was transmuted from a flea, okay, that was carried by rats. Yes? So, these rats would come from ships, they would transfer over from different countries through the bartering, trading, and all this whatnot, blah, 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 and would infect a city very easily. When you have a rat problem, oh, look out. Suddenly you've got cats coming in because those same ships would have cats to take care of the rat problem.
Yeah,
now,
very useful.
To the obvious person in the Middle Ages, when you start seeing cats showing up out of nowhere, and suddenly people are dropping dead because of a plague that cannot be controlled and you don't know what's causing it, you're gonna put two and two together. Well, shit, black cats, the plague, we're all gonna die. So let's just go ahead and we'll get rid of the cat. Well, no, it's not the cats necessarily. The cats were trying to take care of that problem. And actually they're quite efficient to do that problem. So it wasn't a problem anymore. Yeah, you see where that's kind of going. But to the untrained eye, I can see where they would think that, it was considered to be a bad omen. You see the cats coming in and people are dying, it's an evil spirit. They're the ones that killing everyone. Out the window. All logic. Completely out the window.
Yeah, it has no basis and yeah.
It's the whole, I mean, we could do a whole show on, the history of cats, because honest to God, there is so much lore behind the cat. There really is. I mean, they were worshipped as gods and they were considered to be evil spirits. I mean, just from here to there, you name it. Yeah.
I've heard that there was an ancient Egyptian law.
I am jealous.
You know what? I heard that there was an ancient Egyptian law that if you were to kill a black cat, that the punishment is execution.
Yes.
They adored their cats. They loved their felines. Yes. They were treated as gods and beset. They were treated as gods, and cats never forgot that. Just letting you know. That's why they act the way they do.
Well, cats don't own. You don't own your cat. Your cat owns you. You are their human, and you will do what they tell you to.
And they can be protective too. They can be protective too. And I've actually seen a cat actually protect a baby from a really bad babysitter. Once
I saw a video of that.
Yeah,
I saw a video of that.
There's not just that incident. You see cats. Look at a cat. They're kind of small. Yeah, I mean most. If you're not looking at Maine Coon, of course, that's a story. But you look at the cat in general. Cats fear nothing. They fear nothing.
No, they're ballsy.
Cats are known in the world to be the only other species that will actually hunt and kill just for shits and giggles. They don't need to kill that for that. You know, they kill strictly for game, just like humans. Yeah, just like humans.
They'll play with their food first before doing that.
But you know, the black cat isn't the only black animal that gets the bad rap.
Yes.
Black cats are generally have a bad rap, especially around Halloween, because they're perceived as allegiance to witches. However, the superstition of a black cat crossing your path being bad luck is not just the black cat. In South Korea, crows are seen as bad luck and possibly harbingers of death.
Yes.
Ravens too. Ravens too, especially in the UK, could foretell doom.
Oh yeah.
There's an old British superstition that says that 6 ravens must remain at the Tower of London at all time, or the crown will fall.
Oh
wow!
I'm so glad you brought that up, Mia. I have to say,
sounds like they're guardians.
All right, I'm in the United States, obviously. For those that are international or whatnot, yes, I'm obviously from the States, but I got the chance to go visit the Tower of London. And I got to see the chopping block. I got to see the court. I got to see where they did the execution. So many people died there. Treason. Oh, that's a good one. That's always a good one. But there were ravens. I mean, the rooks. They call them the rooks. The beef eaters.
Yeah, they're called rooks over there.
Yeah.
They are commonplace. They are commonplace. They are not scared, but don't touch ravens if you're there. You know, don't touch ravens. Just
no.
But it's part of the war.
In Ireland and Scotland, I don't know why I said it with an accent. Don't ask me.
It's Scotland. It's Scotland. I'm sorry.
Seeing a single magpie is bad luck.
Oh my God! I had like a flock of them in my house.
Now, seeing 2 or more is fine. It's good luck.
Oh,
but if you only see 1, it's bad luck.
I'm not a magpie. They're pretty.
So let's talk to magpie horror and find out how true that is. Hey, I love him. He is so fabulous. If you haven't listened to him, I recommend him.
There's a positive side too to these kind of birds. I've heard that if a dove were to fly from the left to your right of your path, that means that your true love will come to you soon.
And in ancient Rome, where we go back to the Romans again, one of their superstitions had to do with birds, specifically, I don't remember if it was crows or ravens. I believe it was ravens. Flying into your house causing as a harbinger of death as well, because they were bringing the death into the house by flying into the house.
I heard that you hear the hooting of an owl, that it's bad luck too.
Oh God, we have owls out here and they hoot at me all the time. I hoot back at them and they hoot. Yeah, great horns and the barred owls. I love barred owls. Oh God.
I've actually never heard this one, but it apparently is prevalent in some countries. Apparently, it's bad luck to trim your fingernails or toenails after dark. At least according to superstitions in Turkey, India, South Korea.
Yep.
One
Weird.
Japanese superstition even claims that you could cause premature death. Historically, knives or other sharp cutting tools would be used to trim long nails. Darkness plus sharp objects and then lack of medical access could have equaled deadly infections. Now that makes sense.
Okay. I'll give
Wow.
That makes sense to me. Now,
you
which,
that. What about nail biters?
ooh,
Good question.
Oh.
that's a
shit.
good one. Chimney sweeps. In 18th century British Isles and other parts of Europe, there is a long held belief that chimney sweeps are bringers of good luck. The origins of this superstition are quite murky. One version tells that an intrepid sweep rescued King George III from a runaway horse, while another holds that the soot-covered laborer once slipped on a roof, ending up dangling from a ledge only to be saved by a woman who later became his wife. According to the legend, shaking a chimney sweep's hand or passing one on the street is a harbinger of good fortune. The tradition is most famously associated with weddings. Can you imagine this? You've just been married. You come outside and you're in your white dress and your husband's in his nice black suit, and there's a chimney sweep there to shake your hand, covered in soot. And the tradition says, you're gonna love this, auspicious couples hire a chimney sweep immediately after leaving the church. Even today, couples will hire a chimney sweep to complete with brush, top hat, and soot-smeared face to give the bride a lucky kiss.
Wow. I'm all for it. I'm just saying, hey, that's
But you're in this pure white dress and you're gonna get a kiss from chimney sweep.
Oh, yeah, lovely.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking.
Yeah,
rest
Mary Poppins up shakes the chimney sweep's hand, and that makes sense too.
Came from. That's where that came from.
That makes more sense,
That's
actually.
Cool. I like that.
Okay, hangman's ropes. During the days of public execution in Europe and the United States, it was not uncommon. I hate it when they do that with words. For spectators to, why don't you just say it was common instead of saying it was not uncommon? Anyway, for spectators to hunt down artifacts associated with the condemned. One of the most sought after of these morbid souvenirs was a hangman's noose. It was believed to hold special powers. This ill-omened cord seems to have possessed a great reputation in different times and countries for rare occult beneficial qualities. A British magazine in 1882 noted sick people would wrap the rope around their heads to cure for headaches and fevers, but the talisman was most popular among gamblers or card sharks, many of whom believed that owning a piece of the noose would keep them in good standing with Lady Luck. The ropes were so valuable that hangmen were known to cut them into pieces and sell them for good luck.
Oh, what? Oh.
Yeah.
Nah,
it gets stranger, folks.
Oh, here's something else that Alistair had said, something about moonlight, that he was taught as a child that if you brush your hair in the moonlight, that it'll make the hair grow longer faster.
Oh, shit.
And also, you would have a lot thicker hair.
I don't think I need to do either of those, but that's beside the point.
I'm on it.
Yes, and he was taught that when he was a kid, and it's like, oh, that's pretty interesting.
See, that's a good one.
You know what? That's something we can try as an experiment.
Hey.
Why not?
Hey.
Full moon. We just recently had one. I didn't brush my hair in front of it.
A call. I don't know if y'all know what a call is. C-A-U-L is the name that comes from The Latin word helmeted head refers to a piece of embryonic membrane that sometimes covers the face of a newborn baby.
Oh.
The condition is harmless. It is extreme rarity that led to a number of age-old superstitions. Ancient Romans believed that it was widely a lucky omen, and possession of one would bring its owner good fortune. So they would save this. Emperor Dezombified got his name from being born with a caul that resembled a diadem or a crown.
Wow.
In subsequent eras, cauls were used for various to confer eloquence, good health, financial status. They were prized by midwives known to steal them from newborn babies. Belief that the cauls were lucky totems prevailed in Europe as recently as the 19th century, when preserved membranes were advertised for sales in newspapers. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Wow.
They were particularly sought after by sailors and ship captains who believed that owning a caul would protect them from drowning.
As long as you don't have a woman on the ship, because Lord knows y'all are going to die. I'm just saying.
You're going to die. You're going to die. And we talked a little bit about this before the show, too. I wish, we ought to tape some of our before the show.
Yes,
we should, honestly.
We get crazy, people. We do. We say the most craziest, uninhibited things you could imagine.
Dolls.
Yes.
Face doll. Called a funstups.
No thanks.
FUMSUPS. I'll put that in the chat so you guys can see it. So you know what I'm trying to say. Funstups.
Okay, I can see where I can totally see where this is going to go. I've got some.
You think you know where this is going?
Probably
Okay.
not. No, I'm just saying.
Pasteurizing fad in the 19th century, and remember, the 19th century was the 1800s, guys. Britain, Australia, and the United States, funstups were tiny charms featuring a cherub-faced doll giving a lucky thumbs-up gesture with both hands. The trinkets had bodies made of metal and a wooden head, allowing their owner to touch wood or knock on wood for good fortune. Behold me, the birth of luck, read the poem that accompanied one advertisement. Two charms combined, touch wood funstups. Funstups were at their most popular during World War I. And they were given to soldiers to serve as lucky talismans on the battlefront.
Oh,
some versions
that's cool.
also featured four-leaf clover paintings on the dolls' heads to give their owners an extra dose of luck and good fortune.
Anything for
Oh,
good morale.
You know what that
Good
reminds
morale.
me, and it's going back to the cats thing. Did you know that in Japan they have that waving cat in front of a business? I know the story behind that one.
The white cat. Actually, it's a bob. What do they call him? Bob. What are they called? What's the species called?
I go like
Is it like a
bobtail.
bobtail? Yeah, bobtail.
Yeah, but I know the actual thing of like why they have the waving cat there.
Tell a story.
Specifically, if it waves. It's really short. But anyway, there was a samurai that had been pretty much destitute, and he was pretty much on the verge of death, and during a winter snowstorm. And it's very hard to see. And what he thought was on the verge of death, he's going to perish, but instead he made out a cat in the distance waving at him. And pretty much it was like a beacon, and he followed the cat's signal, and came to this nice little shelter full of lodging, and that's why people have done that as like, oh, okay, so if it worked for the samurai, then it can work for business. We can lure people that way, and that's why they have that as a symbol.
I've heard a different story on that. There's quite a few tales on no pun intended, about the whole cat thing. But I've heard that there was something about the man that was going somewhere and he saw the white cat that started waving at him. And because he hesitated, whatever fell out of the sky, whether it be a tree that fell or a meteorite or, something with, I don't know, some kind of doomsday scenario, something, it missed him because he stopped and he looked at the cat and he was just like mesmerized with the cat because of the waving of the cat. It saved his life. Therefore, it was considered to be a very good omen and a very good luck. And you see that white cat everywhere. So there's many different tales of it. So, like I said, no pun.
So cats can save your life in their own way.
So,
Yes.
Dezombified, I asked a question in messages, because according to that, we have 7 minutes left.
No, we haven't even gotten to the salt.
I know, we haven't gotten to salt.
Well, technically we did when Alistair mentioned putting salt in his shoes.
Well, yes.
Do you guys know that salt was more precious than gold at one time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Spilling salt in many places was a crime.
Money, 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 money. Money.
Soul taker.
Where's the honey? Oh, it's elsewhere. When you like to know.
Wow. So just to go through this real quick, this week is the spookiest week of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
For those of you who haven't kept up with it, starting on, I'm gonna have to scroll back up the top, find my general tab again. Starting on Friday, October 29th. We got another week, okay. Starting on Friday, October 9th, Horrorcon VR is going to be ongoing. And it starts at, the first thing I see here is 12 p.m. PST, which is 9 o'clock Eastern. So, and all of them start about that time, according to this, and they go until, well, on the 30th it goes quite long. But it all you have to have is VR chat, which is text-based, and doesn't require you to have. It requires you to have a computer. Does not require you to have a VR helmet thing. But yeah, I don't have. Well, yeah, I do have the link to that. Copy link. Duh. If you want to see that, link, see that schedule, there's a link for it. And hello, Carl Snyder.
Hello.
Hi.
Give us new link meeting. Okay. So we're going to be transitioning a little bit here. I know this one's going to be very controversial, so I'm just going to go ahead and start it. Yeah. The swastika. The ancient prehistoric swastika, which translates roughly to well-being in Sanskrit, has long been a sacred symbol in Eastern religions such as Hinduism and Buddhism.
Booty.
Starting in the 19th century, new archaeological discoveries saw the bent cross emerge as a good luck symbol in the West. By early 20th century, it appears on everything from Coca-Cola advertisements to Boy Scout merit badges, food packages, airplanes, and jewelry. Even the uniforms of the Canadian hockey teams had swastikas in them. However, in the 1920s and 30s, when Adolf, you know who, and his party came into power. They appropriated it as a symbol for their belief in the ancient Aryan race. The association was transformed into the hated emblem of fascism following World War II, and it was banned outright in post-war Germany. But it continues to function as a religious symbol in many religions across the globe. That one is a hard one for me because it's where somebody did something that was wrong to something that was good.
Yeah, they pervert that symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Ding dong. Oh yeah, it's a sign that we have 3 minutes left. Oh goodness.
Check chat. Dame.
What do we have here? Fear the Great White and oh, nothing else. Yeah. Oh well.
So, yeah, it's okay. Open. Where did?
And apparently I'm the other
Where
one here.
is Bathsheba?
This is awkward. Oh well. Well then, I'll wrap this up by saying
Turn on the stream so I
Happy
can
Halloween. We're going to make it a lot more fun for next week. Please like, share, and subscribe. And bittersweet dreams.
No, we're going to a new stream. She didn't look in the window. Okay, you guys got me. Where is Bathsheba? I need Bathsheba. There's Dame.
Yes.
We've lost Bathsheba somewhere.
Oh no. Is she in the wood?
I know not.
Oh no.
So, hunchbacks. This one is strange. Ancient
Ooh.
Greece. Ancient Greece.
So what do we have to say about these scoliosis people?
Well, this is more than scoliosis. This is actually having the hump as well. Belief in the lucky hunchback dates back to the ancient world where people with spinal curvature or other physical ailments were often cruelly viewed as being comical. Both the Greeks and the Romans depicted hunchback figures in their arts and sculptures. It is widely thought that rubbing an inflicted person's hump would bring good fortune. You know, that makes me think of rubbing a pregnant woman's belly. That makes me cringe for some reason.
Or the Buddha belly. That's
the Buddha belly.
like the Buddha belly is actually considered doing that. Like they have like Asian restaurants have that big statue of Buddha.
Yeah.
The big fat happy Buddha, and if you rub his belly, then good luck happens to you. And interesting.
According to historian Barbara Hughes Fowler, author of the Hellenistic Aesthetics, hunchbacks may have been thought to be a divergent for the evil eye curse because of their sheer ugliness, or they provoked laughter, which in and of itself would dispel dark powers or somehow anticipate the worst the eye could do. The superstition is closely representative with the Mediterranean. A hunchback charm known as a gobbo, Gobbo, can still be found in Italy today, but it exists in the United States where in the early 20th century, professional baseball clubs often enlisted hunchbacks as lucky team mascots.
Odd. I wonder why it's been discontinued now.
Well, I think it's probably the same reason that people don't like freak shows.
Yeah. I will say this is that a freak show is actually like a... Oh, there you go, PB! That freak show is actually like a double-edged sword in a strange way. That, yes, people, they don't like to be exploited or certain things, people want to protect them and such, but also it's difficult for people like that to get a normal job. Right. You know, they get paid money and a fortune just to be stared at, and you know, it's pretty much do like damned if you do and damned if you don't situation, and I can see that kind of logic. I do not say that it's right or anything like that, but I think people like that should get regular work, just like everybody else on that part.
I don't think they should be ostracized from getting work because of...
No, that's what I meant by that. I'm just saying that they shouldn't at all. That they should be entitled to get regular jobs just like everybody else, and all. And if they choose to do that, okay. I see nothing at all wrong with that, for especially self-expression, or there's some people that have particular talents. I'll give you one example of and this is actually very perfect for the Horror Honeyz thing and what we represent here, is that there was a lady a long time ago called Boobzilla. I'm not making this up. She has an R cup.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yes, like her boobs are huge, and she's like the feminine version of the strong man act kind of thing. So she can lift things up with her boobs and crush cans with those.
I used to be able to type. I used to be able to type with my boobs. I would do that in
okay.
When I used to play World of Warcraft, yeah. You know, when it was
that is a talent, I guess.
I would like bend over, and all of a sudden, like I would start just spamming like random shit on the computer screen. Everyone's just like, "What?" Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm typing with my boobs again." Sorry.
Like with Boobzilla, what she had done was, she would actually have a little person sit on a folding chair, put her boobs on top of the back of the folding chair, and lift him up.
What?
I am serious. She had done it. Look up Boobzilla on YouTube, and you'll see it. Or I can find it. I can put the link in here.
All I can say about on that is, yeah, I no.
I just had an epiphany. No. I had an epiphany. It's not Boobzilla. You know, I know who Boobzilla is. It's Mysterio, isn't it? It is. Mysterio, why did you tell me this? I did not know. Well, you heard it here first. People.
So, like, her boobs are literally deadly weapons. Do not mess with her, people.
Wow.
Wow. I don't know. Bezoras are hardened pearl-like clumps of indigestible matter, sometimes formed in the stomach lining of animals like goats, llamas, deer, sheep, etc. The Middle Eastern physicians first mentioned the stone sometime around 1000 AD. The stones became known as mystical good luck charms throughout Europe and Asia. Bezoar's stones were often mounted in elaborate gold settings or worn as protective amulets. But they were prized for their supposed curative powers, since certain animals that ate venomous snakes, it was believed that bezoars from their bellies could contain the remnants of the toxin that could serve as an antidote to the poisons. Of course, that's not true, but hey. The stones were also believed to counteract a host of other ailments, including epilepsy, dysentery, and even the plague. During the ravages of the Black Death in the 14th century, the stones were laid on bodies of bubonic plague victims in hopes of curing their sores.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
That's like me, like keeping my kidney stones, like I have already done.
Or your gallstones.
Like, okay, that is
Kidney,
not
no,
necessary.
no, I'm talking about kidney stones. I pecked the New Year's kidney stone. Oh God, that was the worst thing ever. It's like me keeping and saying, child, you will wear this as a talisman to make sure that all good. No, dude, that came out of your kidney. I'm not putting that in jewelry. I'm not wearing that around my neck.
Okay.
You kiss my ass. I am not. No.
No, thank you.
No way, no how, not gonna happen.
No,
Again,
someone else can enjoy that instead.
Yeah, I go back to I'm not wearing a penis around my neck either, guys.
No, I'm not doing that either. No, thank you.
Okay, so we all have heard of Friday the 13th.
No,
Right?
I've never heard of it. No. Fill me in. I have no idea. I mean, who
How
the
about
hell
Tuesday
is
the 13th?
Tuesday the 13th? Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
No, I avoid that
You know
day
what's odd?
like the plague. I'm just saying.
You know what's odd? On Friday the 13th is actually a lucky date for me.
Me too.
Me too.
It's
I've
weird.
been married twice, and I've had 2 divorces so far. Well, almost 2 divorces. I'm still waiting on the last one. Both on the 13th of Friday. Thank you very much. What you trying to say is unlucky? No. That's good luck because I didn't need to be the. No. I'm glad I'm moving on. I'm done moving on. I'm moving on.
In Spain and Spanish-speaking countries, Tuesday the 13th gets people wound up. Martes, Tuesday in Spanish, comes from the Roman god War, forever trying the day of violence and death and bloodshed. I can talk, guys. Supposedly, Constantinople fell on Tuesday during the Fourth Crusade, and the Ottoman Turks supposedly claimed the city on Tuesday for more than 200 years later. So apparently Tuesday the 13th is a bad day if you're in Spanish-speaking countries.
Not only that,
thing,
are you going to talk about the Knights Templar by chance?
Well, the Knights Templar.
Yes,
pertinent. It's very pertinent.
That we go to Friday the 13th.
That one's still controversial to this day. Is the Knights Templar?
Yes.
Because they
Centuries
were murdered.
Passed.
They were murdered, and I'm going to say murdered because that's what it was.
Yes, it was.
They were murdered on Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and that's something else in the West. We have the 13th is our bad number because quote unquote witches covens have 13 members, and there's a bunch of other things. We could do a whole show just on the number 13. Okay.
Yes.
But in Asian countries it is the 4th.
Yep, number 4 in itself is bad to them.
The number 4.
That's bad juju.
It's actually not even mentioned in buildings by them.
Yeah,
they ignore it,
Just like we don't have 13 floors, they don't have a 4th floor.
Yeah.
They go from 3 to 5.
Legit, people, you can actually get in trouble with the police. The popo come for you if you dare give a floor to anyone. The police will get involved. That's considered to be a death threat. It's a death threat.
It is. Specifically, if you give them like 4 lilies or 4 white roses. That's considered flowers to their future funeral.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
They take it very seriously.
And this is one, and Bathsheba probably has more information on here than I do, but I'm just going to give it away anyway. Whistling, not whistling in general, but whistling indoors and at the sun are both ill-advised actions according to Russian and Norwegian superstitions, respectively. Whistling indoors supposedly leads to financial problems in Russia. However, in Norway, whistling at the sun will cause rain.
Yes, because I know all of this because I have Russian in my family, and I'm part bear. I was part bear, and I'm married to an Icelander, which I'm trying to divorce. Because I have no idea what you're implying. I'm sorry.
I was implying because of the time you spent in Iceland, the doorway.
Oh, okay.
Because the Norwegians settled Iceland. Many people don't know that, but hey.
Yeah. Well, kind of. Yeah. I mean, it was considered Scandinavia in the whole.
Well,
we're talking about Sweden, Norway, Finland, all that area. But yes.
Right. Yeah. Sitting on the corner of a table, which doesn't bother me at all. I don't know what the according to Hungarian and Russian superstition, surely others as well, sitting on the corner of a table is bad luck. The unlucky diner will allegedly never get married. Well, that didn't work for me. Some say
special then.
Bad luck only hangs around for 7 years. But as with most superstitions, why chance it?
Just want to bring up, it is bad luck in Russia to kick a bear in the balls. I'm just saying.
Well, just common sense.
You never kick the bear in the balls. It is very bad luck. If the bear kicks you in the balls, you're fucked. That's no.
If I'm close enough to the bear to kick him in the balls, I'm too close.
Yeah, you're way too close there. Just don't be near the bear at all.
Do not kick the bear in the balls, people. Put this down. It is good advice. Good advice.
And also going back to being being bad luck to spank, whistling inside. Alistair had been spanked as a child for doing that.
Oh wow!
They took it that seriously, from where he grew up. That probably, especially from his mom, that don't ever whistle in the house or you get spanked.
Oh, there is an urban legend out there. I can't remember where did I hear that from.
Yes,
there's
the
entity. Yes.
Yeah, the Whistler.
The Whistler one. It's from Mexico.
Is it? Okay.
Yes,
so
it is.
You do not want to whistle after dark because you could actually call this entity to you, and it could be uncertain death for you.
I'll put that on my channel as a spoiler.
Cool. Spoilers.
Yes.
A potential dirtiness aside, superstitions in some Central and South American countries, as well as the Philippines, which makes me wonder if it's in other Asian countries, say resting your purse or wallet on the ground will lead to bad financial luck. Actually, I can understand that. In other words,
that's another common sense thing.
And other on the ground bad luck superstitions, sitting directly on the cold ground can lead to a woman never having children, according to a Russian myth. That didn't work for me either.
You mean, okay, so sitting on the ground during a snowstorm probably is like the most effective birth control ever?
Yes, it is.
According to the
I
Russians.
would say so.
according to the
I
Russians.
get it.
But you know
They're
what?
awful.
I can see that.
I've done it.
If you look at the actual physique of a male, do I need to mention cold pools? Do I? Cold pool.
Yeah.
Do I?
Oh my
Same.
gosh.
Biology speaks for itself, people.
Same.
But yeah, you know, it didn't work for me because I have two. But that's, you know, anyway. Toasting water. Want to wish death to someone? Toast them with water. At least according to a German superstition. This tale is derived from a Greek myth where spirits of the dead would drink water from the river Lethe. Lethe, the Greek goddess of forgetfulness and the river of forgetfulness, would cause a spirit to forget its earthly past before it traveled and passed into the underworld.
Oh, so it's like that word lethargic.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You know, I could. No, I'm not going there. That's a conspiracy. I can't go into conspiracies right now.
No,
That was last
we
week's
did that
Wrong
last
show.
week. No.
Wrong show.
That's
Last
okay.
week. Hagia Sophia thumb turning. Once a church, a mosque, and now a museum, the Hagia Sophia in Turkey was also home to a column that has a thumb-deep hole in it. That's hard to say, guys. See you later, amazing. What the fuck? You still need to get in touch with me.
Love you.
The
Take care.
story-
Adieu, our dear sock goblin.
The story goes that the Byzantine Emperor Justinian I had a nagging headache cured after touching the column. People now wait in line to put their thumb in the hole and rotate their hand in a circle because of the rumored healing powers. Hello, Bony Plowder.
Mia, this is a Christian show. Why are you talking about this pornography? I'm serious. No. Oh, wait. No, we're not talking. Never mind.
Never mind.
What?
Never mind.
What? What?
No.
No, I need to get in touch with you off YouTube. Sock Gollum.
Yes.
Oh, and I know with Bathsheba, we all talked about this before the show as well.
What?
Mirrors. It is
Oh,
widely
God.
known superstition
Yes.
that breaking a mirror will result in 7 years of bad luck. In some folklore, a person's reflection in the mirror was thought to house or be connected to a piece of the person's soul. With that in mind, breaking the mirror, especially if it has your reflection in it at the time, doesn't sound like a good idea. You're breaking your soul apart. As a soul stealing aside, some lore claims that photographs capture pieces of the
Yes.
subject's soul,
Yeah.
and when they're taken, which really brings the selfie craze, the
We're
selfie
all screwed.
craze into question.
We're screwed.
Especially in this day and age, we're doomed, people.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you something. Here's a little history for you. Okay, y'all know who Crazy Horse is, yeah? Actually, he was known to be
I'm related
curly.
to him.
Are you? Mia. That's awesome. That is really cool. His name was actually originally Curly. Curly.
Mhm.
Wow.
Now, but Crazy Horse, along with several other Native Americans, they refused to get their photograph taken because they were afraid that their spirit would be trapped within the picture. They would not be able to pass on to the afterlife, from which
There's also
they believe in. So,
also down here in this area, and I know you've seen this, Bathsheba, because you've been to New Orleans and you've been into
Yes, I
South
have.
Louisiana.
yep.
They
there.
cover mirrors when people
Yes.
die
Yes.
in the household.
And not
because-
just that, not just the mirrors, but they make sure that you open a window.
Yes.
It is customary to open the window to make sure that the spirit is able to leave the body. Otherwise, the spirit's going to become trapped in the home
And actually,
or in the mirror.
opening the window is I don't know how it got transformed into Christianity, but it's a Jewish tradition as well. The body is put lower than the windows in the house, and the windows are opened so that the spirit can leave the body and ascend to where it's going. And yes, I said ascend. I didn't say descend. I said ascend because that's what they believe.
Yes.
Mirrors are also thought to be portals
Yes.
to other worlds and other realities, and sometimes to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
So, you know, there's lots of things there with mirrors and they're different. People used to say if you sit and you just look into a mirror, you could talk to the dead. They used to use black. Yeah,
and
they used to
also
use
the
polished black
creepypasta
stones.
rituals. And also
yeah.
leading to the creepypasta rituals of today, too.
Like Bloody Mary and the Queen of Spades. And
Yes.
there's a lot of
Kings.
them. Three Kings.
Candyman.
Candyman.
Baby Blue.
Candyman.
Here, Piggy.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of covered this, but it's got a little bit more broad term on it. Birds flying into your home. Old Wives' Tale says that if a bird flies into your home, it's a bad sign, especially if said bird circles a room and lands on the back of someone's chair and then leaves. That supposedly means that the person whose chair the bird chose will die.
Okay, whoa. So, what if it smacks the window by accident and kind of gets,
dies?
That's okay?
I don't know. A more
Your
specific...
barrier worked. Okay.
Your barrier worked. Yeah, it's like salt. Glass is the new salt.
Apparently.
A more specific flying death omen can be found in Mexican and Caribbean folklore. A black witch moth. The moth is a bat-shaped, dark in color, nocturnal, and pretty big. These things are huge. Pretty big, my foot. These things are huge.
Yes, I've seen those. They're awesome looking, though.
The female moths can have a wingspan of around 6.5 inches.
Ooh,
these things are freaking huge, dude.
About the size of your dinner plate.
Yeah.
Fun fact about moths.
I don't want them.
Fun fact about moths, if you didn't know this, that the majority of moths, obviously it's the adult stage of the whole metamorphosis from larva to pupa to, blah, 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 adult. They do not feed. Right. They are in their last stage. It is only meant for mating.
Yeah.
And if you do not mate, and it's the most beautiful stage to think that, and I've seen a Luna moth. Luna moths, what was the other one? Is it Cleopatra moth? No. They're
I know the one you're talking
They're
about.
huge. They're huge. You got the green one,
they're
and you got
beautiful.
the brown rusty one.
I've seen a caterpillar one.
I've seen them come out of the pupa stage. I mean, when they broke the chrysalis and they were starting to dry their wings. And I got to go through that whole thing. Oh my God, it was just an amazing experience. Nature is phenomenal. Take the chance.
Yes, it is.
Take the time to just not think about anything else. If you experience one of these things, just watch it through. Let me tell you, it's a magical experience. It's a magical experience. But the fact is, after this happens and they're all ready to go and they're in their finest glory, they have they can't eat. They are no longer going to do anything but to mate. That's it. This is your final thing, final stage. They mate. Then they die. It's like, oh God, how in the world, why give them the most beautiful stage and have them just...
There's actually a reason for that. It's to attract mates.
Yes, it is. You see moths and they'll flutter their wings. It's vibrations. They'll send vibrations out. You'll see them, they'll shake them.
Yeah.
And they're actually sending out a pheromone at the time with the males. And you see that vibration going, and that's what they pick up. But to think that, the majority of their lifespan is actually in as their caterpillar, in the larva state, that they're feeding, doing whatever they need to do to be able to get to that stage that they go into the, into the chrysalis to be able to change. I mean, it is a full, complete change into this miraculous, beautiful, and it does not last long, and it is so sad. It is truly sad. Something so beautiful. It has no other. It's just reproduction at its finest.
Yes.
Yeah.
So appreciate it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
There are lots of these that we're going to talk about next, and we could probably come up with a different one for every culture in the world. But this one is specifically from Argentina, and I believe there are other myths on seventh sons and seventh daughters, especially seventh son of a seventh son.
Yes.
Oh yes, I've heard about that.
And so forth.
Yes. Glad you brought this up.
There's a superstition in Argentina that claims that the seventh son, just the seventh son, doesn't have to be the seventh son of a seventh son, just the seventh son will turn into a werewolf unless the president of the country adopts them. The superstition was reportedly brought to Argentina in 1907 by two Russian immigrants, where the custom held that the Tsar became the godfather to seventh sons. The Argentinian,
Oh God.
The Argentinian president from 2007 to 2015 was said to have adopted a boy as her godson because of this century-old superstition.
Wow.
I want to tell you, there's something that goes along probably with that, and I'm wondering if there's not a connection to it, because there is a certain genetic thing that happens in the human body that people have been born, and especially it seems not just in Europe, but it seems to be happening down in Central America and South America, where people are born werewolves. Is it really being a werewolf? No. Does it have to be the seventh birth or whatever?
Seventh son of a seventh son.
Right. I don't know, but there is a very extremely strong recessive, if that makes sense, a strong recessive gene. There are wolf boys and wolf girls that are born where they're completely covered with facial hair.
Oh,
all
yeah.
over the body. You know what I'm talking about.
Hypertrichosis.
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
And the seventh son of a seventh son is regarded as special powers and believed to be a witch, born witch.
Oh. That's a different genre there.
Yeah, that's a completely different.
There's a lot of folklore down south of us, Central America and in Mexico and whatnot, about witches.
Yeah, and I love finding out about different cultures and their beliefs. And yes,
I know an old one of when a witch is being burned. That when the witch is being burned, of course, bugs are naturally attracted to the flames, especially moths and other things. And that's when the bats come in. It's like not just for like how witches are associated with cats, but also they're associated with bats as well. And sorcery and like using bats' blood in their potions, and according to old lore. And the reason why is because witches being burned, it attracts the bugs, and for bats, like, oh, that's dinner, and then they come in and they eat the bugs.
Chain reaction.
And then they believe that the witch's soul is leaving and departing as a bat.
Okay,
it's funny.
Okay, I get it if you're misinformed and centuries old. I get that. I can see where it's like the cat and rat and the plague, people dying and stuff. It's a chain reaction. It's just natural, it's nature at its finest, basically. The predator, the prey. You're witnessing something that is being exposed on a grander scale. Naturally, that's where a lot of superstitions, I think, take hold. From seeing these natural phenomenons, and I use phenomenon because it is a phenomenon, because it is outside of your natural state of what you're used to seeing. It is like an increase of animal
not
or
only that,
predatory behavior that happens during a certain event.
well,
Go
I
ahead.
mean, it's like, let's walk under don't walk under a ladder. We talked about this earlier.
Yes.
Don't walk
Yes.
under a ladder. Well, yeah, that to us it kind of sounds like common sense. Don't walk under a ladder, something might fall on your head. Duh. But
Yeah.
they used ladders when they drawn and quartered people in the Middle Ages.
No, thank you.
Draw for the drawing, basically, when they'd put them up on a ladder and they would cut them. So the draw and quartering in that case makes sense for ladders to be a bad thing. But
right,
these superstitions come from just observing, and it's the same type of thing as mythology.
Yes.
People were trying to figure out, why do things happen?
Yes.
Why do things happen? Well, I don't understand why this happened, so let's figure it out. Why do we have fire? I don't know how we got fire. You don't know how we got fire. Oh, well, let's make a story on how we got fire. And Prometheus brought us fire from the gods, and then he was punished by Zeus and tied to a rock, and he's got this bird that comes and eats his liver every day, and then it heals overnight, and then he's eaten again the next day, and this goes on for eternity. And I mean, that's how these things. How did evil come into the world? Well, Pandora opened a box and let all the evil out, and when she shut it, she trapped hope inside, so man always has hope. That's the way that you explain things in the mind, is by finding out how you understand them. And then those things became stories, and stories became beliefs, and beliefs became, in some cases, religion, in some cases, superstitions, in some cases, all sorts of other things.
They became routine. Oh, what? Oh.
Yeah, they have. In a way to make people behave, too.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up, because before we got to shut this off.
Yeah, I was going to poke you there.
Barn stars. Okay, anyone who lives in the Midwest, especially the Midwest and down south, and you have it. Actually, I can't even say that, because you'll see it a lot on the East Coast as well.
Pennsylvania, anywhere the Dutch were.
Barn stars are. I have a barn star. I have 3 barn stars, and everybody decorates with them. Why is it that we decorate barn stars? We put them on our buildings. We usually put them over the garage. We put it on, if we have like a shed or something, we'll put it up there. Pole barn, where we greet people over the door, we're going to put that on a peak so everyone can see our beautiful barn star, because it looks nice. It's good decoration. It's
stars.
Exactly. Do we even know where that comes from? Oh, yes, we do. We know where that comes from. It's been embedded in us, but we are used to seeing it, but we don't know what it means and why it is what it is. Tell us, Mia.
I think people got reintroduced to the hex star, the barn star, with the movie Warlock. It is a way to ward off evil.
I can tell you one more thing. Okay, for the people that had play school toys, remember the play school farm?
Yes. It had a hex star.
The farm. It had that hex star.
They made him take it off.
Did
I can't
they?
remember when.
Because when I was growing up, it was there. It was there.
Yeah, it was.
Mine had one.
But I know that by the time my kids had one, they had taken it off, because it was.
Wow.
People mistake the hex star as a pentagram.
Yeah, that's nowhere near that.
it's not even close to it.
Don't the reasonings, and other people think that the hex star actually hexes you, when actually what it's doing is warding off hexes.
It
But
is a protection. Yes.
yeah,
It's like a dream catcher.
so before we
Anytime
have
you are, oh, sorry, I was going to say, anytime that you come across any type of Amish Mennonite, or look at their architecture. If you see one of these elaborate designs, it's a beautiful design up there. It has a purpose.
there's our 5-minute warning. Ben Sheba, are you doing something special for Halloween for TikTok?
It's Halloween and it's TikTok. I mean, of course I am. I'm gonna have my son this year, and we've got a little something extra special. And believe me, the town, under 600 people that I just joined, is in for a treat, because they're gonna see me in my full glory. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
Okay, James Saturday. I don't know if that video you were talking about earlier is coming out this week, but Halloween.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to be doing an educational video, and I may expand more on the Holy Sheet series that I've been writing lately, and I've been writing a sequel as well as my latest update for everybody.
Listen to that.
It's called Holy Sheet, the Yuletide Comforter.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Mary's not here, so I can't poke her. Me, I will be hopefully getting 2, maybe 3 videos out this week. And I will also be involved on the Saturday night portion of the Midnight Society VR at Horrorcon VR that starts at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. I will be telling a story called Muddying the Waters, and it's a multi-part story, but I'm telling part 1.
Oh, and I do want to say, if you guys have not caught Salmify's cast last night, they interviewed Creepy Acres. Oh my God, people, you need to check them out. They are great. There might be something else in there. I'm just saying. But if you have not checked it out, check it out on replay. I just want to let you know, it was a great show. Creepy Acres, if you have not seen them, check them out. Please. Thank you. The Muppets. You love that. You love cryptids. Yeah. Oh God, yes, you love that. You love crude humor. Oh God, yes. Creepy Acres, check them out.
Next week we will be talking about the zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
For Halloween.
Perfect.
We thank you all the Z Horde and our new listeners, even you lurkers that didn't say anything.
Yes. Thank you.
We thank Dezombified for allowing us to have this platform. And we will talk to you next week and talk about the zombie apocalypse. So, bittersweet dreams.
Bittersweet dreams.
Bittersweet dreams.
And Shiva, you scared.